Hello, my loves. Welcome back to another episode of True Tori TV. If you're new here, we talk all about spiritual shit, embodiment, energetics, self-development, overall just deep shit all the time. And I love it. I love it. I love this community. I love you for being here. You're meant to hear this message today, to be here, and I'm just so excited. So, today's episode is going to be all about spiritual tools like a crystal and what it means when it breaks or you lose it. So if you haven't already, please hit that subscribe button and hit the little bell to get notifications whenever I upload, which is every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. Let's get into it. So this is I wanted to share this knowledge with you because I didn't know what it meant until someone told me. I love my sloth mug, and I love my superfoods latte. Okay, so crystals break. It means something. It's not just like the crystal broke. It's okay, there's two things that I know that it means that I want to share with you. And then I'm sure there's a lot of other meanings. If you know any meanings, drop them in the comments below. If you have any questions, drop them in the comments below. If you have, which I'm sure you do, and I want to know, stories. Tell me a story about a time a crystal broke and what it meant for you. I want to know. Because I'm going to tell you two stories for me. Yeah. So, two, and then one someone else told me. I love my stories, and I know you guys love them. Okay, so when a crystal breaks, it can mean one of two things in my world in terms of what I've experienced, what I know, and like I said, if you know any other reasons, put them down below, and I'm sure that as I continue on my spiritual journey, I'll learn more ways. For now, this is what I know. So a crystal could either break because its use for you has come to completion, meaning it has helped you in the way it was intended to. And Nala right in the corner. It has helped you in the way that you intended it to, or in the way that the universe, like it was supposed to help you. That means that it has helped you. It has done its job. It breaks. It's done. The second way is it's absorbing energy it's basically absorbing energy and impact away from you. So the crystal is absorbing the energy that's meant for you, if that makes sense, in a more negative way. So I'll give you an example on that. So we'll do that. Yeah, I'll give you an example on that just because it's on my mind. All right, booty. Okay, so that is so my friend told me a story about black tourmaline. So tourmaline, if you're not familiar with it, I would say it's a great stone for everyone to just have. Black tourmaline, it's for protection. It transmutes negative energy, mainly protection. And so keep it in your car, every room of your house, keep it, I have one by my bed, I have one in my office, and I have one in my car. And so my friend told me this story where she had black tourmaline in her car, and she had gotten into a car accident, and when she forgot the tourmaline was in her car. And like weeks after, months after, whatever time frame it was, she went and realized the tourmaline was there, went into her glove compartment, and it was literally like shattered. Almost like it had exploded. And so she didn't get hurt, thank God, in the car accident. But we believe, and it's pretty obvious, especially if you're in the spiritual space and you truly believe like that crystals hold these properties, it absorbed all of the impact for her. And nothing happened to her. She didn't even have a scratch on her, and the tourmaline was just like dust, like it was completely shattered. So that is obviously an example of it transmuting the energy, absorbing the energy to take the heat off of you, if that makes sense. It's protecting you. Other crystals do different things in terms of absorbing the energy, but that one is a pretty clear example of what I just said in terms of a crystal breaking for that reason. Now, the second thing, or originally the first thing, but I decided to go backwards in the stories portion of the programming. So the next thing is when a crystal breaks because it's done its job, which I guess could apply to the other one, but like for argument's sake, it's its own thing because it's a different energy around it. When a crystal breaks because it has done its job is when you buy a crystal or you get a crystal or you're working with a crystal and you want it to have this specific like thing, and it's almost like you're needing it to help you like right now, and then it breaks, and I don't want you to get upset. Don't get upset. Don't get attached. It's really hard to not get attached to the crystals. It's meant to help you. And the symbolization of it breaking, I have chills right now. The symbolization, because I'm about to tell the story of what had happened for me. The symbolization of when it breaks is a sign and a message to you. Hi, we're here. We did it. The turmoil you were going through that you needed help with, it's done. Like, we did it. That's that symbolization, that sign, that message, because oftentimes we as humans, like, we literally just achieve. Like, we do things and we want the achievement, and then when we have the achievement, sometimes we don't even fucking realize that we have it already because we're already on to the next thing. So that happening is a good, like, hi, you're here, brings you back to the present, reminds you of why you fucking got that crystal, where you were when you got it, and where you are now, and all the shit you went through to get here, and all the hard stuff, and all the decisions, and all of the early mornings or late nights or whatever it is, and all of the emotions and all the crying and all the things you did to get here. And hey, you should be fucking proud because you're here. And we did it. You got through something you wanted to get through, and I helped you. I'm speaking as if I'm the crystal right now. So that's the messaging. And so my story with that is that I had bought a bracelet. I bought a bracelet to balance my energy. I was feeling extremely out of balance. My hormones were out of balance, and hormones are a very holistic thing. They're physical, they're emotional, they're physical, they're emotional, they're mental, and they're spiritual. So they're physical things in your body, right? But they're affected by stress, mental and emotional. They're affected by the physical things I eat. They're affected by, like, the moon and the environment. And spiritually, it's like a woman's hormones and a woman's hormone cycle is really spiritual and deep in the sense where it is connected to the portal between universes, you know, like when you have a baby, that's a portal. Like your vagina is a portal. But you know what I mean? So like there's all these different aspects to a woman's cycle. And so I was out of balance in all of them. And that's why my hormones were fucking out of whack. And so, and they are now again at the time of filming this video. And it's also a time where I've been getting consistent messages from my oracle cards, from just myself and my deep knowing and my intuition and my higher self and the universe and all of these messages that it's like, hey, nurture yourself, work on your vitality, heal. That's the messages I just keep getting. Heal, 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 focus, focus, focus. And so it's because for a long time, I was going through some turmoil after one of those intuitive decisions, which I just talked about in Monday's video, the video right before this. You can go back and listen to it. So I talk about all about energetic drainages and also making intuitive decisions when something has come to completion. And so I made one of those decisions. And it threw my life up into flames for like 3 months. It was great. It was great and I loved it. And I really, really honed in on gratitude during that time. But I will say that everything was extremely chaotic. And it was for a reason. But then when it came to completion, I felt it. And then my body was like, hey, now you can focus on healing. Let's get that mental right. Let's get the stress levels down. Let's get the spiritual back in motion. And the physical is big for me right now. I just feel it calling to me. And so that's just another example why my hormones are out of balance right now. But they were out of balance then for a similar reason, different circumstances, similar reasons. And so I got a chakra bracelet. So it has all the chakras. And to me, it was symbolizing balance. It was a reminder for balance, right? I was honing in on this balance. And I remember I had it for a few months, maybe like 6 months. And I think I got it during the first bout of COVID. Like I think I got it in 2020, early 2020, March to April-ish. And then I think I got it around March, April of 2020. And then it broke March, April, May, June, July. Yeah, it broke like July or August. And so it was a bracelet and it was a chakra bracelet. So it had all of the different crystals for representing the chakras. And in those 6 months, I focused heavily on my spirituality, on healing my anxiety, or just like moving through it, honestly. And my health, I was really working on my health and my like cleansing and drinking greens every day and all the superfoods that I have, which I have linked down below if you're interested in really clean, awesome fucking whole food superfoods. But that was the beginning of that journey where I was starting to cleanse. I was starting to heal my gut. I was not focused on weight loss. I was just focused on healing. And that is ultimately what brought my hormones back into balance. All of the aspects of the holistic health. And so that was my intention. And I didn't even realize that my hormones were like really back into balance. Like I was like fucking jiving, right? I didn't like, I knew my period was back because it had gone on a hiatus. Because when you stop birth control, sometimes that happens, but we could talk about that another time. Yeah, I was just kind of still going with the motions of life, that I didn't stop to really like say, holy shit, I got through this. I balanced my hormones. This is something that people really struggle with. And it was like super easy for me because I allowed myself to heal, I didn't put pressure on my body. I didn't stress out about the hormones coming back. Like I was just like, let's just do this. Like I know that I have to just do this. And that's a similar feeling that I'm having right now. And so I was sitting, I was getting my hair done, and I had gone to the bathroom, and I was sitting there. I was literally just sitting on the toilet, going to the bathroom, and the bracelet just popped and broke, and the beads went everywhere. And I was like so upset because I had worn this bracelet every day for 6 months. It was a part of my ritual in the morning. I put it on, and like I was so upset. And when I reached out to the girl who made it for me, one of my roommates from college who had started like a crystal body adornment business, I reached out to her and I was so sad. I was like, oh my God, I need to order another bracelet. My bracelet just broke. Like, I'm so upset. I loved it so much. And she was like, no, that means that it did its job. Like, sit and think for a second, because it breaking means that it did its job. And it truly, truly did. So I hope those stories help you to understand a little bit more about crystals, what happens when they break. Choose crystals for when you need support. They can't do the work for you, but they can absolutely support the energy and remind you. Energetically, it's huge. That's why right now I'm wearing malachite, which is great for transformation, healing, cleansing toxins, breaking old habits, stuff like that. So and that's kind of like what I'm in right now. So I've decided to wear malachite. I found a very strong feeling to wear it on my body. And so find a crystal that really resonates with whatever you're going through and start to work with it. Just so you could hold it in your hand when you're feeling nervous, or you can hold it in your hands while you're meditating, or you could just look at it, or you could just notice it every once in a while. Work with them. They have energetic properties. They're not going to do the work for you, but they can energetically support you and mentally just serve as a reminder. That's how I love to think of crystals. And yeah, if you have any crystal stories, let me know in the comments down below. If you have any questions, write your favorite crystal down below. Favorite crystal ever. I would say my favorite, do I have a favorite? I'm so annoying. I don't work with it often, but I like carnelian. It just feels like it's kind of related to me because I'm a Leo. So carnelian's really good for confidence and like boldness. And I don't know, I feel drawn to carnelian just because it matches up with like my energy. Right now, and the most drawn to any crystal I've ever felt is with the malachite. Like, I have never felt this connected and drawn to a crystal ever. So I would say malachite's probably my favorite. Carnelian is just something that came to mind in terms of my energy. Let me know what your favorites are down below. Let me know any stories. Thank you so much for spending your time with me and your energy. I love you so much. I'm so excited to be here with you and to create this community and to have you in my community and to serve you through these videos, help you out, and just chat every once in a while. So if you liked this video, please hit the thumbs up button. It helps me to understand what videos you guys like and what videos you don't like. Although I'm sure you'll like all of them because we're freaking soul sisters, soul fam. Yeah, if you haven't already, hit the subscribe button, hit the little bell notification to know when I upload every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. And if you have any questions or you just want to connect, you can always reach out to me on Instagram at TrueTori. I also have TikTok at TrueTori. I love you so much. So much. And I'll see you on the next one.